What's going on, guys? Mira here, back again with another Genshin Impact video, and today I have some nice news for you guys. So we have received some news regarding some adjustments to Zhongli's kit, and I am very excited to share them with you guys because I do think that it is a very nice change and it will make Zhongli a lot more viable. So before that, I just want to say that not all of these changes will make it to the live patch in 1.3 because he is scheduled to be changed in 1.3, but they are still running some tests and all the numbers that you see here might not be final. However, it is the mechanics that I want to point out and some generally nice changes to his kit that I want to share with you guys. And also I'll just share with you guys my thoughts after going through all these changes. So first things first, we are going to get a change to his passive talent. So his passive talent right now increases the planet befalls damage, which is his Q, by an amount equal to 33% of Zhongli's max HP. And that is something that is really nice, but we are going to keep this but get some nice rework in addition to this 33% scaling. So after the adjustments, his normal, charged, and plunging attack damage will be increased by 1.39% of his max HP. Now, I know that 1.39% does not seem a lot to you guys, but let's say you have Zhongli at level 80. He has a base HP of like 12 or 13k, which is really high. And if you build HP substat artifacts on him, like I did, then my Zhongli has 25k HP. So 25k HP, if you take 1.39% of that, it will roughly equate to 350 damage. So I know 350 damage does not seem too much for you guys, but if you account for the fact that he is a spear user and accounting for how fast he hits, that 350 additional flat attack will just be insane. Because on top of that, you are also going to get the crit damage scaling as well as physical damage bonus scaling if you choose to build the Bloodstain set on him. And that number might just increase to, 500 or 600. And if you build even more HP on him, I know some people have built their Zhongli to like 40k HP, which is insane. Then that 1.39 will really pay off in terms of his normal attacks. Now over here, you can also see that the Stone Stele, which is his pillar, the resonance and holding damage will be increased by 1.9%. So that's almost 2%. And if you take into account my Zhongli, which is 25k HP, that 1.9% will almost add up to 500 additional damage. So that's 500 free damage to your resonance. And if you use this with another Geo character with some Geo constructs, then that 500 damage additional will be really nice. Because right now, my Geo construct resonation or resonance is dealing about a little bit over 1000 damage. And with this, and also the Geo damage scaling that I have, it might bring up the damage to about 2k, and that is not a number to be scoffed at, especially when it's just going to be staying on the ground and it's going to keep doing the Geo resonance and keep dishing out damage. So next we move on to his elemental skill hold, and over here you can see this is the original effect. It's really long, I don't want to read all of it, but you can read it for yourself. It's okay, but not the best, and this is a really game-changing change. So after the adjustments, if the maximum number of Stone Steles has not yet been reached, every time you use the E hold, it will create a Stone Stele. And as you can see here, this is the post-change and this is the pre-change. So before that, he will just be creating the shield, but after the change, he is expected to form the pillar. And that is just really nice because right now you have to choose between holding to get the shield up for survivability or to summon the pillar that of course generates more energy and gets your Q up a little bit faster. So having both of them at the same time will actually be a great benefit, especially when you are charging for his Q, which does a ton of damage as we have seen in the past. So having this change is really welcome, and it will make him a really strong character in my opinion. Also, the shield will be changed in the damage absorption mechanics. So right now, we know that his shield scales off of his max HP, and its damage absorption is 250% more effective against Geo attacks. But after the change, the shield still scales off of his max HP, but it has a 150% physical damage and elemental damage absorption, which is amazing because instead of just narrowing it down to geo damage, which isn't really that common out in the abyss and also in domains, that 150% will apply to physical damage as well as elemental damage. So what this basically means is that it will receive an additional 150% scaling against all types of damage, and that is just insane because that will make him insanely tanky and really beneficial for you in Abyss, especially if you are pushing for floor 12. The next and the last change will also apply to his E hold. So if you take a look at the sneak peek over here, you can see that over here when he presses his E and he gets hit, he does not get knocked back. So this is the pre-change, and over here on the left is the post-change. So you can see that the resistance to just crowd control effects or knockbacks will be drastically increased, and that is just really nice, right? Because it does take a little bit time to kind of get that shield up when you are holding that E, and sometimes you just get knocked back, and this is especially true if you are running him in the Abyss. That's kind of the problem I do see happening to me. So having this change is really nice, but not only that, as you can see here, the Geo shield will also get a buff. So it increases the shield strength by 15%. Additionally, characters protected by a shield will have the following special characteristics. Damage dealt will be increased by 15%, and dealing damage to enemies will decrease the Geo resistance by 20% for 15 seconds. So what this basically does is that you can use his E to form the shield and also generate the pillar, and then go into something else to deal that additional 15% damage. And then once they deal that damage, you can go back to Zhongli and kind of just throw that Q and deal an extra 20% damage. So all in all, I do feel like Zhongli is getting a really huge buff. And before this, I did say that the rating for him, my personal rating for Zhongli as a character was 5 out of 10. And accounting for all these changes, I would say that significantly increases his rating, and I would rate him a solid 7.5 or 8 out of 10. And I just see him after the change to be really useful, especially when you are running domains and also bosses, and of course not to mention the Abyss as well. So I do see this as a really welcome change, and that brings us to the final question, right? Do we pull for Zhongli now? And honestly, I would say yes, you should pull for Zhongli, because accounting for all these changes, I do think that he will be a little bit stronger and provide more to the team compared to Albedo. So if you are free to play and you are debating on what to pull, whether to save for Albedo or for Zhongli, I do suggest that you guys pull for Zhongli. Now, I may be wrong and all these changes may be adjusted in the future, but as of right now, and just seeing the numbers and just, doing a little bit of math, I do feel like Zhongli will be really strong as the changes take place. So if you guys are torn between pulling for Albedo and Zhongli, my suggestion will be to pull for Zhongli. So yeah, I hope this video has helped you guys as usual, and also if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on this video and also subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to also join my Discord in the link below. So that's all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!